Yes. What's up? It is 6:05 on April 7th, 2026. This is our Grit Call Tuesday night. It's good to see everybody that's able to be here live. If you're watching on replay, go ahead and keep watching. We will have a couple questions that I want you to respond to. But first off, great practice last Friday. For you guys that were able to make it, I think we got a lot better. We were able to kind of put in some of the action, some of the offensive stuff we're going to be doing. Next week, we will be going over the defensive stuff. So we're going to be running what Coach Lunt runs at Pacific. Don't be giving this all away, Kaysen. No. This is stuff that they're running at Pacific, the defense. So we will go over that next practice. But there is workouts tomorrow in Newburgh. So if you're watching this and you're in the Portland area, they are at the gym. It's a private gym in Newburgh, and that will go 5 to 7. So a little bit earlier. I know I've had a few people let me know they might be a little bit late as they're coming from a little ways away. So I appreciate those that can make it. Coach Moss will be running those. So as you guys know, he does a great job. Saturday, the showcase was awesome. You guys did a great job. I will be getting more posts up about that. I will be getting more pictures. I got a bunch more pictures that I'll be posting. I will post them in a Facebook group, the Max Hoops Facebook group. I know a lot of you are like, but I don't have Facebook. You should still be able to view them even if you do not have Facebook, and you should be able to download or save them. So I will let you guys all know when we get that updated, and I will make sure everybody knows where to see those pictures. There's a lot of really good ones. Next thing, so this weekend, Thursday, in Medford Courthouse. So Wednesday up here, Newburgh, Thursday, Courthouse. And then we will meet Sunday. We will have a Zoom call. So nothing in person this weekend. Nothing in person this weekend. This weekend is a chance for you to get some of your own work in, rest your bodies. But Sunday we will do a Zoom call. We are inviting your families. So we will be doing some scavenger hunts, trivia, maybe bingo. I don't know about bingo, but there will be a scavenger hunt. There will be trivia. There will be a competition. So if you can, Sunday at 3, it is on the sheet. It is on the graphic of all the events that we're doing. So this Sunday at 3:00, if your parents can make it, it's a great chance for them to see some of you guys, for you to meet some of the families. So if you can't, I do understand. If your parents can't, I do understand, but it will be fun. Same thing with those videos. I think I was going through, it looked like almost all of you got your videos in the folders. There was a couple parents who messaged me asking about how to get help putting theirs in the folder. So if your parents are struggling, hopefully you can help them. If you're not able to help them, I will help them get it in there. But yeah, try to encourage your parents to do that, because it is a fun way for us to get to know each other better. We will have, like I mentioned in the WhatsApp, if you're not checking the WhatsApp, make sure that you check it. Even if it's just in the evening, sometime just check the WhatsApp. We are ordering dry fit shirts and hoodies if anybody wants one of those. So they are the same fit, kind of like Wyatt and Elliot are rocking now. So they are that kind of dry fit type material. So if you would like a sweatshirt, it's kind of the Under Armour like material. If you want a sweatshirt, let me know. If your parents want sweatshirts or t-shirts, you guys can let me know for them, or they can let me know also. But I will place that order here on Friday. So if you haven't, let me know. I know Gavin Keller already reached out to me. I know a few other parents have reached out as well. So if they want grit, we have two styles to choose from. That one that says grit in kind of the cursive, kind of like this pen or this font. And then there's the one that has the basketball uh, with the grit in the middle. So there's two shirts to choose from and a hoodie. If you can have either design on the hoodie as well. So let me know if you guys are interested in any grit gear or your parents. I'm gonna see if Coach Willis has something he wants to say here, or it looks like he might be driving, but um, if you are, Coach, give us a little greetings. Coach Willis, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully
How's it
everybody's having.
going?
It is going well. It is going well. Hopefully everybody's having a good week. Um, Hopefully everybody has started stacking the days together. I enjoyed practice as well on last Friday. I thought everybody was very coachable. Did a good job. What's up, Jack? Thought everybody did a good job. Um, Listening to what the coaches were asking them to do. I thought our intensity was really well. We didn't have to say, hey, you need to play harder. So I thought on my team, especially, I thought there was a lot of high fives. I thought you guys were good about helping one another after you made a mistake. You were quick to bounce back and respond in a positive manner. So we weren't letting, um, you know, matches turn into forest fires, right? So that's a good job. We were not having snowballing mistakes. So I'm very proud of you guys for doing that. Um, Also, I want to remind everybody to be gathering their 20 emails because the fundraiser is starting on the 12th. So please make sure you are gathering those and save those as a note in your phone. That just makes things go faster. So that's all I got. Good job, guys.
Let's go. I agree. There was a lot of high fives, good energy, and you guys brought it again for the showcase on Saturday. So good job setting the tone for the kids that weren't with Grit on Saturday. Um, Coach Lunt, I see looks like you're there. Coach Lunt, you want to say hello? I know Jack wants to hear from you too. How's it going, Coach?
Going great. Uh, um, Kind of piggybacking off what Coach Willis said, I thought we had a really good practice on Friday. I know we spent majority of it on offense, but I thought as far as picking things up, that was probably one of our better practices that we've had, where we've picked things up, and that was across all three teams, which was pretty impressive. Um, and so I think continuing that next Friday will be really, really good. I know we're going to spend a lot of time on defensive stuff, and that'll be fun. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
Well, any takeaways from the national championship game last night?
I
Anything you
thought
saw or?
I did. Yeah, I thought it was a great basketball game. I know offensively it was probably uh, not very entertaining, but from a defensive standpoint, and then just also from like um, just execution and I'm speaking more on a defensive standpoint, and then also like on a hustle standpoint. I mean, the urgency UConn had on the offensive glass versus a team that was so much bigger and athletic than they were was phenomenal to watch. I mean, the Mullins kid, just I was so impressed with how well he attacked the glass offensively. It was inspiring to see, um, and just the grit out of all the teams. It was just fun. It was a fun college basketball team. I mean, Michigan, okay, it was you know was much better. But I thought UConn did a really good job stepping up to the challenge and being physical and they had opportunities. A couple of those threes drop, and they're right back in the game. So yeah, fun game. And I love Michigan. I love the grit out of Xavier or Yaxel. Obviously, this is a guy that's making $1 to $2 million off NIL. Obviously, he was Big Ten Player of the Year. He's got an opportunity to play. He's going to be a high pick in the NBA draft. Could have very easily just said, "Hey, I'm not going to play." But doesn't do that. Plays on an injured knee, ankle. Went out there, competed his ass off. I thought the halftime interview was so impressive as far as learning about someone's character. If you guys have an opportunity to listen to his halftime talk with the reporter, he was very vulnerable. Said, "No, I'm not playing well, and it's very frustrating, and I'm frustrated that I'm not 100%." But was just you learned a lot about a player's character in that interview with the vulnerability that he exposed, and then his true toughness and grittiness to keep playing in that game. So yeah, I just thought there were so many cool dynamics about the game. I just the game, really well coached teams, and a lot of fun to watch.
It was a great basketball season. So many epic comebacks. Don't need to talk about the UConn Duke one, but a lot of good basketball was played, and definitely Coach Jesse. Coach, are you there? Do you want to give us a greeting? Anything about the season last night or the game last night? How's it going?
Hey guys, doing well. The thing that I love about Coach Hurley is that he can get on his players, and they respond really well. They don't take it like he's mad at me or anything like that. There was a point in the ball game where I think a coach tapped Coach Hurley on the back saying it was their ball. He didn't even respond until one of his players actually went and tapped him and told him it. So I felt like, I think the Michigan coach does a great job. What I love, what Coach Hurley does is that he wins at a high level because he demands a lot from his players, and he knows that his players can produce more than what they think they're capable of. And that's what I love about Coach Hurley is that he he said multiple times he doesn't go after the top 100 in the ESPN, that he goes after characteristics, and he goes after tough, hard-nosed playing guys. And that's a style of coaching, and it works well for him, and he gets players that responds to it. And so the one thing I want you guys to know is that, if the spring, the summer, or your high school coaches, if they get on you, that is a good thing, because what they're trying to teach you guys is that you're capable of doing it, and what they're trying to do is correct the behavior, and how you respond to that is going to allow you to move on to the next play or sulk on the bench. And so I think it's really important that you guys understand how to be coached hard, because when you get to the college level, you're going to be coached hard. You're going to be told the truth about how you're playing and stuff. So right now, while you're young and you're trying to learn, try to soak everything up like a sponge and respond, whether the coach is acting in a positive manner and he's all excited, like Coach Willis with bringing the juice, or if you're getting yelled at for not rebounding or something like that from Coach Miner. You know what I mean? Like, the response needs to be the same. So that's my message, is that, if you watch the players' reaction to Coach Hurley, they know that he has their best interest no matter how he responds to them.
I think that's something that Coach Lunt talked about on Friday with our older group, was that just because we get on you, that's That's not a bad thing. If we're not getting on you, that's when you need to worry. That means we've kind of given up hope. So as long as we're on you, I think that's a good sign. Coach Lunt, do you have something you want to add?
Well, I just think going with what Coach Jesse talked about, because great points there. But what we had talked about on Friday is um, it's not it. Don't listen to the tone. Listen to the message, and I think that that's really important to understand too. When you play for passionate, competitive people that are intense. Sometimes players will have a tendency to feed off of the tone rather than the message, and then that can stop you from playing hard or being intimidated, or less confident or whatever it is. But it's just like, hey, you got to know that, like, especially with the all of our grit teams, that we're gonna be intense and we're gonna be passionate about it, and that's going to help you in the long run. So if you get yelled at or corrected with a yelled out tone, don't worry about the yelling, just worry about the message, and that's where you're going to improve. And then don't be intimidated by that, because uh, this is only going to help you out in the real world. So those things are important to learn from.
Hey, we're gonna talk a little bit about the videos. So, let's see, where did he go? Nathan, have you done your video? Did
I have.
did you get it in the folder?
Yes.
Okay, great. Let's see who. Max, I don't think Max is on the call, but he still needs to do it. Nathan, I'm not seeing. Do you know which folder you put it in?
I'm pretty sure I put it in the 2029 players one. I did it about 5 or 6 days ago. It was like right after the last meeting.
Okay, let's see. 2029.
If not, I still have the video. I can just like attach
Okay,
it.
load it up after the call because I'm not seeing it unless
Okay.
maybe, well, I'm not seeing it. So
Sounds
I
good.
know somebody else had an issue. James, I think his was in there, then wasn't. But let's see. I'm looking
Okay.
for Max. I said Max. I think 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So I'm looking. I see Isaacs. I see Michaels. I see Dawson's. Hendon James. Let's see. Chandler. Did you get yours in the folder?
I haven't yet, but because I didn't know really how to do it. So
Okay. Well, reach out to one of your teammates. Everybody else has theirs in there. So anybody on your team would be able to probably help you out, but it's a Google Drive. So you can message me too, Chandler. I'll show you how to do it, but it's a Google Drive. You download it and then you should be able to see a plus sign, and that's how you upload to that folder. But shoot me a message after this and we'll work it out. I think all the 17U has theirs in there. Now you guys can go in and watch each other's videos. So next time we will do a little trivia. Maggie, Jack, relax. So there will be some trivia on players that I asked that is pulled from these videos. So a lot of you guys are into fishing, hiking. Bryson has a scripture that he quotes in his. I know Brandon mentions his faith. So there is, I want you guys to find some commonality, some common ground with your teammates. So watch those videos that are in there, and then I will be assigning the new mental training piece. So hopefully you guys got through all of that. I will be checking that tonight to see who is still missing the assignments. So it shows me how much of it you got through, who got through all of it, who didn't get through all of it. So I will check all that tonight, and we'll just remind everybody, this is about you guys. We will run for those that didn't do it, but this is about you guys. This is something you can train your craft. You can get in the gym, you can get shots up, you can train your body, push-ups, planks, but you got to train your mind. And I think that's something that hopefully you guys did get in there in the mind gym. And we're working on that. Just kind of so much good stuff that both Chloe and Colin go over. So if you guys aren't doing that, like I said, it's not me that's going to get cut, or not me that's not going to make a team or not have the opportunities, because I didn't do it. So make sure you guys are doing that stuff. We will discuss them on Sunday. So we will discuss the lesson on Sunday. And then we will, so the new assignment should be out. So you should be getting an email that shows you the new assignments. I think it's 4, 5, and 6. Lessons 4, 5, and 6. So you should see that. And then the goal sheet. So I have the goal sheet ready for everybody. So it will take a little bit of time to fill out your goal sheet. So I will get that dropped in the WhatsApp this evening if you haven't seen it. So I will get you that goals. It's a form, a Google form. So kind of a questionnaire, a survey, if you will. You'll fill out that Google form just to let us get to know you and your goals a little bit better. So that will be an assignment that you have. The assignment is to do the mental training and then your goal sheet. I think everybody got their videos taken care of. Check with your parents to see if they'd be willing to do a video. And we will meet again Sunday at 3:00. Sunday at 3. But if you can, be in Newburgh tomorrow or Medford on Thursday. So that's about what we have tonight. I did get the uniforms. So those are going to be looking sharp, but make sure that you guys are staying in shape. I don't want you guys to get out of shape because it'll be harder when we do get back together. And some of you guys were sore or hurting. So you got to take care of your bodies. You got to take care of your bodies. You got to stay focused on doing what you can control. You can control how hard you work on your body. Sleep. You guys got to take care of your bodies. You got to get your sleep. You got to have a healthy diet. All that stuff that you guys know. Knowing it's half the battle, and then doing it is the other half. So you guys all know that you need to be doing that stuff. Now you just got to do it. But you don't want to be out of shape when we get back together. 4 games next weekend. Next weekend, we're in the next Super 24. So I had to get all the rosters entered in there. It's going to be a great event. So that will start Saturday, the 18th. We will not have games Friday, the 17th, but we will have practice 6 to 8 at Pacific. So 6 to 8 at Pacific on the 17th. And then we will play, each team will have 2 games Saturday, 2 games Sunday. So 15, 16, and 17U will all be at the Beaverton Hoop. So all the games will be at the Beaverton Hoop, Beaverton YMCA. So some of you guys, make sure you're asking your parents if they have booked rooms. If you're outside the area, I sent where I know James, I know Luke's family, a few others have booked at the hotel that I put in the in the WhatsApp. If you have questions about where you're staying, or if your parents have questions, feel free to have them reach out. But there is there is kind of a hotel that a lot of people are staying at, but you're welcome to stay if you have points or if you're a timeshare or anything like that. You're welcome to stay wherever you would like. But we will practice Friday at Pacific, and then Saturday and Sunday the games are at the Beaverton Hoop YMCA. So that's about what we have. I don't know, Joel, do you have anything? Coach Willis, anybody want to chime in here before we sign out here? I see a Max Hoop shirt. I see you, Coach Willis. I see Wyatt has one on. Elliot's got his Max Hoops gear. I like it. I like it. Coach Willis, what do you got?
Elliot Cadeau, point guard at Michigan. I just want to remind everybody that 2 seasons ago, he's at North Carolina, shot 18% from three. And I remember him playing against Duke, and we weren't even closing out to him, just letting him shoot. Crowd chanting how horrible he was as a shooter. People wanted him out of there. And how about the big three that he hit last night, late for Michigan? Uh-oh. What's that, Coach?
That was a mute on purpose. I was
Oh. Okay. So yeah, but we talk about resiliency, right? Our R in grit. We talk about resiliency. Think about how much time he had to spend in the gym over the last 2 years to get his 3-point percentage up from 19% up to 38%. That's huge. And I tell you what, North Carolina ain't shooting for threes in the championship, but he was. That's some resiliency for you. That's what I got.
resiliency, good stuff. Joel, what do you have? Coach Jesse. All right. Well, if you guys, Joel, you got
bad.
anything? But
Nope. I'm good to go. Just excited to get back in the gym on Thursday, and I'm excited for next Friday's practice so I can meet everybody and get everybody on the same page.
love it, love it, love it. I'm excited too. It's always good to be in the gym with you guys. Make sure you're doing what you can do to get better. Get better. The better you are individually, the better we will be as a team. I'll say that again. The better you are individually, the better we will be as a team. So you guys do what you can do your part, stay in shape, make shots, get in the gym, make shots, get in the gym and make shots. That way, when we come together, we're not having to try to catch up. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You can't wait till next Friday and think, oh man, there's college coaches going to be at this tournament and all these stats are kept. I got to start working. You don't wait to work. You work while you wait. You don't wait to work. You work while you wait. Get stronger. Lift weights. Yeah. Do jump rope. Get your cardio right. Because that's all stuff that shows. And on that fourth game on Sunday, second game Sunday, you're going to be tired. Your body's going to hurt. And that's what's going to differentiate us from other teams is if we're in shape. So you got to make sure that you're doing what you can do. Jumping rope, going on runs. Some of you are in track. Some of you guys are playing baseball. But whatever you're doing, make sure you're getting in some cardio. But that's all I got. So we'll sign off, but don't forget, if you want any gear, a hoodie, a grit hoodie, or a grit dry fit, shoot me a message. I have all the uniforms. I'll have those for you guys next week, but let's go get better. Let's go grit. All right, you guys, we'll see you Sunday. Do your work. Later, Brett. See you guys.
Coach.
All right,
Thank you,
James.
Coach.
See ya.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Later,
Thank you.
Bryson.
Thank you.
See you, Gavin.
Thank you. See ya.
Later, Chandler. See you guys.